Okay, so this is Brian Reed, and I have turned in already, but I forgot to go over the HTML and CSS aspects. So I just wanted to do I just wanted to really quickly go over some of the code. Now, again, this is probably, at this point I'd barely written any HTML really. This was also where we were focusing on learning CSS. So in this index document here, we had set the character sets, and we're linking to an outside style sheet, which is the way we've been learning. And honestly, if we could do inline styles, I would still greatly prefer to do separate independent style sheets and link to them, which is what we do here. Now, here in the code, you'll see this viewport. Now, this is required for making the site responsive. Now, once we get into the CSS, which I will show you now, first of all, we have something called normalize, which is pre-written, and you can get these from various places on the internet. And what this does is it helps with cross-browser compatibility. So it sets everything to kind of one standard. Because if, for example, I was to set, say, a font size of 1.5 EM, it might be slightly different in Firefox than it would be from Chrome. So by normalizing, we set everything to be the same, and then when we make those adjustments, we don't have to worry about doing them across every different browser and having new classes and everything for each of them. So this is a huge step, and it saves a lot of time and a lot of effort. So looking at the style.css, which is mine, we are importing the normalized.css first. That has to happen first. And down at the bottom is where I wanted to show you. This is quite a bit of CSS actually to make this site. Now, that's something I should actually talk about is, in all likelihood, since I just learned this, a lot of this probably isn't needed. And a lot of this, where I used classes, I probably could have used descendant selectors. It would take much longer video to go through and point all those out. But I know for a fact that there's some places I could have done that. You can see here, this is a descendant selector. So within the nav element, you're finding list items or LIs. And here within the footer element, you're finding paragraph items or the P tags. Okay, now I do want to show you really quickly here we are. Back here, when I was showing you the viewport, it looks for the device width, and it'll tell my site what size screen the person is looking at it from. So say it's a mobile screen. First things first, we want to start there. So we look at the max width of 479 pixels. If that be the case, these styles will take place. Okay? And the next one up is going to be 480 pixels to 767 pixels. And everything I just went through down here are going to be all the changes, and that's more like a tablet size. And that should be it. No, okay, I'm sorry, there is one more. So, tablet portrait to standard. So anything from just above a tablet to the standard, which should be like a desktop, laptop, and then I'm going to have all of those adjustments within here. Now, just to go over basic stuff, this symbol here, the hashtag, is for calling IDs. The period is for calling classes. And then I have all my separate pages here. I'm already at 5 minutes, and this is my second video, so I am going to stop, but I just wanted to quickly go over as much of my code as I could, and I look forward to changing this. And here I'm using these short keys, like this is going to be an ampersand, for example. Okay, and that is all. Thank you.